Hello. Is this thing on? Does it work? I sure hope it works. But we're gonna have to talk about Cyberpunk 2077 again. I have been talking about it for about a month now, which is approximately 8 days longer than it's been out, I think. And it's been a pile of hard garbage. Like I'm used to stuff like Anthem. Hi Kongs, hi Pianta. Welcome to the I don't like the gaming industry because it never learns anything. DDD, I think it goes, but we're gonna have to start with this non-apology from CDPR in excruciating yellow.
Hey everyone, my name is Marcin Iwiński and I'm the co-founder of CDPR.
Hold up. I'm sorry guys, switching from YouTube to Twitch makes everything very difficult. It's possible, but very difficult. But I want this video here so that people in the future can look back after my long-ass video, if that ever happens, and be like, what the fuck was going on? Well, this.
When I started CDPR 25 years ago, one of its founding principles was honest and direct communication with gamers.
Okay, immediately two mistakes are. One, communication with gamers is just not gonna fly anymore. Like that just doesn't work. They have done that in their social media. It was edginess. They just did edginess and transphobia, and they just used that as a marketing tool. So don't communicate with gamers, communicate with customers. Second thing, it didn't happen because you falsely promised that it was running well. That's what they did. This wasn't just some, we made some mistakes when we marketed it. No, you explicitly said that the old-gen systems were running fine and better than expected, and we got this bullshit. We're 11 seconds in. Let's continue.
When CDPR Red, the game development part of CDPR was born, it added something important to that principle, the ambition to make the best games in the world.
Now, they've made like 2 good games, Witcher 2, Witcher 3, also a butchery at launch.
It became our mission and something that guided us up until now.
Yeah, up until now, meaning 2016 when The Witcher 3 was done, essentially, because I don't know what they've been doing in the past 4.5 years, but it wasn't the best game, TM.
Based on that legacy of genuine and honest communication, you've trusted us and pre-ordered our game.
No, that's because like people build hype and they're stupid, but that's... I can't really blame CDPR on that, because this was gonna sell like shit, or really well. So, The Witcher 1 is atrocious, The Witcher 2 is pretty good, The Witcher 3 is actually really good if you like RPGs. I do not really like RPGs, such as Cyberpunk, but also The Witcher 3 is mostly just a bunch of quests, and then you have to loot everything. Now, this is fine. I'm not saying that is a bad game design decision. It's just that me personally, I don't like that. There is, however, a lot of impact you can have in the game world, which was really good. The story was good. The characters are good. You know, like there was a lot of good things there. It just wasn't for me. That's fine. Like I've tried it 3 times. I think I've bought it even. I just never could get through the first like hour or 2, and just that's fine. Also, if you see me looking down constantly, that's because I need my iPad to actually look at the chat, because well, integration is difficult, and I will also play the game actually today again, and yeah, so I need my iPad to see things.
And despite good reviews on PC...
I hate this argument. The tweet we're gonna go over later also says this. I don't give a fuck about good reviews. Good reviews from the games industry are worth exactly nothing. It's like that Gravity Falls meme. It's like, whoa, this is worthless. Because it is. Because these people are so far up the butt of like game publishers that they're not really ever gonna get a bad grade.
The console version of Cyberpunk 2077 did not meet the quality standard we wanted
That's an understatement.
it to meet. I and the entire leadership team are deeply sorry for this, and this video is me publicly owning up to that. Please.
Also, can I just state, like, this man looks so... like, I don't know if I should feel bad for him, or if this, like, is some CEO trying to be like sad and relatable kind of stuff.
Don't fault any of our teams for what happened. They all are incredibly talented and hardworking. Myself and the board are the final decision makers, and it was our call to release the game.
Stay hydrated,
Although,
gamers.
believe me, we never ever intended for anything like this to happen.
Yeah, like you didn't intend for it to happen, but it did though.
I assure you that we'll do our best to regain your trust.
Sure.
Now I'd like to tell you how the situation looked like from the inside. Cyberpunk 2077 is huge in scope.
It's pretty big. It's like...
I'm not only talking about quests or things you see at first glance. I'm talking about a multitude of custom objects, interacting systems, and mechanics.
Like, okay, I've watched this video a couple times because I needed to know exactly what I could dissect and what I like knowledge on, but something being huge and custom objects and mechanics, that's every game. That's literally every game except when it's an asset flip. Like, that's nothing new.
In the game, everything is not stretched out over flat terrain where we can make things less taxing hardware-wise, but condensed in one big city and in a relatively loading-free environment.
And that's cool, but if you can't handle that, don't make an open world game. Like, The Witcher 3 runs fine, and that's a pretty open world game with, like, very few loading screens.
On its own, this is a challenge, but we made it even more difficult for ourselves by wanting to make the game look epic on PCs and then adjusting it to consoles, especially old gens.
Yeah, that was their core assumption, which is if you're gonna do multiple consoles, especially the last gen, like newer gen, it's easier, but or current gen, it's easier. PS5, Xbone X, but old gens, just start there, and then you can have a dedicated team to make it look good on PC, because otherwise you get this shit.
That was our core assumption. And things did not look super difficult at first. We knew the hardware gap, yes, but ultimately, I think that time has proven that we've underestimated the task. To give you a concrete example, and the main culprit, we had to constantly improve our in-game streaming system for all-gen consoles. Streaming is responsible for feeding the engine with what you see on screen, as well as the game mechanics. And since the city is so packed and the disk bandwidth of all gens is what it is, it constantly challenged us. Every change and improvement needed to be tested, and as it turned out, our testing did not show a big part of the issues you experience while playing the game.
So not only like does he throw his QA team under the bus right now, it's just like, well, they didn't show up, so I guess my QA team is kind of garbage for that. But then also, it's just like he throws these technical terms at you and like not really to understand them. I don't know why they are in there. But like I think every change and improvement needs to be streamlined, yes, but I think that goes for every game that does that. That's not really an excuse. Yeah, and if you wanted to make a game that looks epic on PC, just make like Crysis. But like better optimized, hopefully, because I don't want to wait 2 generations of GPUs in order to run things smoothly.
As we got closer to the final release, we saw significant improvements each and every day, and we really believed we would deliver in the final day 0.
They saw huge improvements, so I haven't seen them.
Update. Now let's talk about the review process. We started sending our PC review keys in the first days of December.
Sure.
On launch day, December 10th, we hit the ground running with a really good start on PC. While not perfect, it's a version of Cyberpunk we are very proud of.
You really shouldn't be, though. The bug compilations are just fucking insane. It's actually ridiculous. Like the PC version, like, sure, I can run it now after spending a considerable amount of money on the GPU, but it's not it's not really good, is it? Like, if it can't run on like shit, like the previous graphics card I had, right, was a 5700 XT. That was like the 2020 or 2019 card that came out. It wouldn't even run on low at 60 FPS.
At the same time, we're fighting for quality on all-gen consoles till the very last moment. And every extra day of us working on the Day Zero update brought visible improvement. This is why we started sending console review keys on the 8th of December.
Yeah, that's the other thing, right? Well, did it just run like a PowerPoint presentation on old gen? Is that what happened? And like, like if you take something like Yakuza 0, right? That game also looks good on old gen. Like maybe like some things you can do, right? Is just then cut up the map and have some more loading screens if that means it runs better.
Which was later than we originally planned. This all happened while working from home with all the challenges resulting from the COVID-related restrictions.
That I can forgive them. That must have been very difficult for them. But again, that was just like from the start of the year. Yes, that was because I saw you post it. But like, COVID was undeniably bad, but that was in the last 9 months of development where the game should have been already done, more or less. Like, it should be fine tuning. It shouldn't be that COVID, like the QA testing and such, that suddenly like impacts it a whole lot. Like your core should have been there, like your optimization should have been minimal.
A lot of the dynamics we normally take for granted got lost over video calls or email.
Well, that's just bad management then. Like if that got lost over calls or email, then your like structuring and like your information flow is just fucking horrible.
Hotfixes improving the game, but that's just the beginning. Our ultimate goal is to fix the bugs and crashes gamers are experiencing across platforms. Please expect bigger and smaller patches on a regular basis. The first update will be dropping within 10 days, and it will be followed by another, more significant one in the following weeks.
And you know what the other issue is, right? People just got back to work there, like after like the Christmas holidays. They've already played the game. They're done with it. Like maybe some people will like. I don't think a lot of people will keep playing it over and over because there just isn't that much like content in the game. Sure, like maybe in 2 years, but not now. So like it's cool that you're doing that now, but we're still on patch 1.06, and that was before Christmas. And I'm not saying that they should have crunched the devs during Christmas. I'm saying that they should have just not released the game, essentially.
We will, of course, continue to work on the game in future updates and improvements beyond that. Our big plans for supporting Cyberpunk in the long term did not change. As for the free DLCs, our initial plan was to deliver them just after the release, much like we did with The Witcher 3.
A lot of blah blah blah. Well, that's just like these hotfixes 1.06, that's what we're still on. That's the version of the game I'm going to play. Now, there is no timestamps here, so I'm assuming it'll come like in 10 days. And that's cool, but that's also not like, I think a lot of people are already done with the game. Now, maybe the smart people, which is not me, have already done a lot of actually are done with playing the game. I've played it 3 times completely. I'm now on my 4th playthrough for this stream essentially, and that's sort of it. Like, sure, you can play it over and over to get 6 different endings, but you could also just save scum and get all different endings if you really want to do that. Now, the next thing we are going to talk about is Adam Badowski, head of Studio CD Project Red, and he responded to something Jason Schreier posted, the same that brought BioWare issues to light. And essentially, Jason asked if people are willing to answer some questions, to which the CD Projekt Red team said no. And so Jason was like, okay, I'm gonna still interview some people anonymously, see what comes of that. And then Adam was like, he didn't want to respond. And then he posts like something to Twitter, like this is some like high school when we're all 13 fucking bullshit. And then it's like, it's hard. Like this goes just on some points that Jason touched on, but I want to go over it. You can't really see the upper part. It's not that interesting. It was like about the game demo. That's kind of whatever. Like for missing features, that's part of the creation process. Sure. Features come and go as we see if they work or not. Also, car ambushes exist in the final game almost verbatim to what we showed in the demo. Sure, but I have linked a dude in my video an hour long that actually goes on all these things, like all these features that were left out. I think the video is 30 minutes long. So, like, we can take away a little bit from that. The vision we presented in this demo evolved into something that got multiple 9 out of 10s and 10 out of 10s from many renowned gaming outlets in this world, which again means absolutely fucking nothing because these people are so far up your ass because otherwise they can make content. Like, it just doesn't mean anything. It's just such a sad excuse for saying we fucked up, but look, we got a real good amount of reviews. Like, and so, as for old gen consoles, yes, that is another case, but we've owned up to that. Where Sony and Xbox had to issue refund, you didn't. And then on PC too, we know that's not a perfect version either, and we are proud of Cyberpunk 2077 as a game and artistic vision. Well, it's first of all empty. It is some Cyberpunk, I guess. And this always not what I'd call disasters. That's just bullshit. Like, the people on consoles got fucked over severely. First of all, the PC version really like can randomly crash. Like, the bugs are so. I will be surprised if we encounter fewer than 5 bugs when I play the game. Bugs or glitches, and if it doesn't crash randomly and all that. So, no, this is disastrous. As a company, you've lost a lot of faith for people that really were your fans, but, you just didn't. Most of the staff knew and openly said it wouldn't be ready for release in 2020, something Jason Schreier said. And then Adam responds, you've talked with 20 people, some being ex-employees, only one of whom is not anonymous. I wouldn't call that most of the over 500 people staff openly said what you claim. Well, so it's 5%, right? Does this man understand that if these people were to speak out, they would get fired immediately? Like, he has to understand that, right? So this is a disingenuous troll man. These people will get fired. I have a lot of respect for the person that came out that is not anonymous. A lot more respect even for the 20 people that still did it anonymous. But the other 480 people, they're not going to speak up because losing your job in Corona times, like, that's how like vile this is to me. They have to support their families too. Now, I don't know these people personally, but just saying that it was just 20 people in an industry that represses workers. Yeah, I think if you can get 5% of the workforce to speak out, that's an issue. I do think that. Like, and then he goes on like a bit of a trivial point about like people using Polish. But if you look at the thread that Jason made, right, it's just like it's a bunch of tweets. He nitpicks, like Adam picks out a bunch of stuff that he responds to, and then it's like, I don't see any issues. Yeah, maybe that's the fucking problem, Adam. You don't see any issues. You throw your QA team under the bus, then you nitpick someone who actually wants to have good rep in the gaming industry. Maybe that's the issue. Anyway, now I have to play the game. I am gonna have all of the fun. Let's see. Cyberpunk 2077. I am not gonna do it with cam because, well, I can add cam if you really want my face, but I think I just wanted to show some raw gameplay. There. This work. Is that okay for you guys, or is that too loud? I mean, it's too loud for me, so I'm assuming it's too loud for you too. Yes. Okay, yeah, I turned it down now. Hopefully that works. McFucking Cyberpunk 2077. I dread this. I played a little bit this morning again, and for some reason I bought a new shotgun because I want to do a Quake build. And it just like did like fuck all damage. Exactly.
AV, got this client. Not the brightest bulb in the bunch. got himself into some serious trouble, needs to leave town ASAP.
Oh god.
More intel attached.
I think I know that mission. Yeah. Is it gonna... Yeah. I marked for dead. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that for now. So I tried to do some like assault and stuff, and I just got wrecked even with a good shotgun. So I'm kind of confused about how the scaling works, but I talk about that in my 1 hour long video. Also, like if you look at this, right? Like down here looks pretty good. If you look up, it just looks like some 2D fucking sprites. That's it. That's one of my main complaints is, you know, the helicopter scene in Fear also looks like that. So in 20 years we haven't really progressed that much. But then again, if you did that, the game probably wouldn't run. Beep beep. Also be prepared for frame dips, because even though I'm streaming through my CPU and my GPU is like a 3080, it's gonna dip regardless. I am running on ultra, but I sure hope that with the 3080 I can run everything on ultra, right?
I can release it for you, but you'd have to watch out for negative energy fields and avoid mean reds.
V, yo, listen up. I talked to Dex while you were in with the doc. He's waiting in his ride for you. Ain't but a hop to where he's parked, next to Gramsci Burgers.
Okay, do my best to talk us up.
V, listen. I've got this delicate matter. That's why I called you. The number of cyber-psycho attacks in the city is on the rise. Now that's probably not news to you, but this issue matters to me for a few reasons. There are people who say cyber-psychosis can be treated.
Right.
And I know exactly how that sounds, but I believe even an unproven therapy is still better than a bullet to the brain. If I get a tip about a possible attack, I'll give you a call. Maybe you can investigate before Max Tack hits the scene. But remember, you're not there to execute anybody. Try to incapacitate the attacker, and I'll send someone to pick him up. I hope that's all clear.
Oh, this is purple. I'm gonna be picking up most everything because you need money, and well, otherwise you won't get money. Oh, that's police. I would shoot them up, but then I die over and over, so not really worth it.
Yo, Miss V, a pleasure.
Dexter Deshawn in the flesh. Ample indeed.
Let's roll. Mind if I ask you something right off the bangle? Would you rather live in peace as
Well,
Miss
where
Nobody,
that
die
where
ripe,
that
old,
smoke
and
go?
smelling slightly of urine, or go down for all times in a blaze of glory, smelling near like posies, without seeing your 30th?
This some sort of test?
Just a pet topic of mine.
I mean, riddles?
No, Miss V. Ontology. All right, listen close. Scanning a serious job now. Playing gargantuan compared to smashing up a scav home.
Let me hear it. What's the job?
There's this prototype tech. A biochip to be precise. Job's to grab it. Simple.
Guessing it belongs to a corp?
Mm-hmm. Arasaka. Surely that's no problem.
Corps don't deserve special treatment.
Shit, you ain't playing around. Got a feeling this could be a start of a beautiful friendship built on heaps of eddies.
You work this out? Got a plan?
I can even fucking skip
Two
the
things.
dialogue.
First, a conundrum with the Maelstrom boys. Needs active resolving that. Second, a rendezvous.
Jeffro, thank you
Client who brought
for
us
the
job's anxious. Who wants to
subscription.
parlay with one of the team.
I don't know why my alert didn't go off.
What's the issue needs resolving with Maelstrom? Got a beef?
Slot in the shard. Got a classic tale for you.
Like, to me, this dialogue is kind of boring. I've heard it a bunch of times
Got
before.
away with the gear. Corp don't even know Maelstrom's involved. Now see, Convoy was carrying the Flathead, a little combat bot, a prototype. And I need me that bit of high-grade military tech. Because if we don't get that bot, we don't get no soccer chip. And we sure as hell don't get no happily ever after. But don't get excited. It's a single-use toy. Now, I flat out purchased the damn thing from Maelstrom. Problem is, I did so from a gent went by the name of Brick. I say when, because Brick was the leader. 3 days after we'd sealed our deal, his friend and gangmate, one Simon Randall, aka Royce, plain dropped his ass. Royce is in charge now, and I got no way of knowing if he aims to honor his predecessor's word. To add to this shitstorm, one Meredith Stout of Militech has developed an interest in said convoy.
Who's the prima donna?
Corpo agent, internal affairs. Been skidding around town asking after the convoy as if her life depended on finding it. The one lead she's got zip-tied in her trunk. Stick up her ass ain't growing any shorter, so she must be getting desperate. Be wise to think how you could use that. Of course, to do so, you'll need that frazzled cat's info. Sending it now.
Client. What's her thing? Why does she need to meet?
Woman's name's Evelyn Parker. Vetting her wasn't easy. Put the word out I was looking for any kind of intel.
Right, and?
Some brothers from Pacifica got back to me. Told me to stop looking. End the convo. Anyway, our little client insisted on meeting someone with skin in the game. You know, who'll be there for it all. Yours truly will be remote. T-Bug ain't no people person, and Jaggy's only good at some things. I know you know what I mean. Pretty much leaves you.
Think I got everything. Time I got to work.
Well, that's just music to my ears. I'll set up the meet with Miss Parker at Lizzie's bar. Flathead, though's gonna be all you.
My goodness.
One more thing, Miss V. Quiet life or blaze of glory? Later now.
I don't give a shit. Let me test this. Yeah, so it should work. I don't know why it didn't. That is kind of weird, not gonna lie. Let's go get it.
Jackster, talk to Dex.
Yeah.
He's literally here.
That was a big deal. Literally at 9, yeah?
Haha. Ah, that was a fat joke.
Claimed to want to check our pro cred, but to me it feels more like he tangled us up with Maelstrom and Militech. There's this combat bot military prototype. Maelstrom clept it, then Dex paid to take it off their hands just before the Gangoons had a switch up in management.
Right. Heard about that. Royce versus Brick. Hostile takeover.
About sums it up. Dex wants us talking to Royce. Gave the deeds of some Militech agent too, but don't know how much help she stands to be.
Chingon.
Then there's the other thing. Gotta meet the client who put the job on the table.
I can't even skip this dialogue again.
Well, what's Dex gonna do? Ride around in his limo, chat chicks up on the hollow?
Parker wants to meet someone on the crew. Dex gave me the nod.
He must know what he's doing. So, how you want to play this? Maelstrom or Parker? What's first?
I say we knock on Maelstrom's door first. Pound, actually.
Orale. In that case, I'll hit the all foods, put my nose to the ground, sniff around. Hasta luego.
Oh god, okay, so like it really is an I haven't, when I wrote this script, which was a while ago now, you know, I hadn't written a whole lot, so But now that I played this game a bit more and, you know, I've written a bit more, was able to better combine my thoughts. What are you beeping for? Like, first of all, the Arasaka is like the big bad, right? But they say corpse don't deserve any other treatment. So I'm assuming there's more corpse around the world. It's not just one overlord. And then secondly, I hate breaking up gameplay for this. Like, just tell me it when I'm like doing shit. Also, how are you seeing? They're literally seeing me through the truck right now. You see that? Literally through the fucking truck. Wow, what's the aim? Also, I just don't like RPG shooters all that much. Like Borderlands I can sort of forgive. Oh yeah, 18 plus and all that. I can sort of forgive them for not really having the like time to kill being that high. Because their guns are mostly fun to shoot and there's a lot going on. This is just ring around the rosy until either one of you gets killed. And then also you have to just pick up everything. My god. And just about everything about it sucks, to be honest. Like it. Why am I in combat? I guess I was running. No more running, guys. I'm out after curfew, I guess. I also saw some people say like, oh yeah, this is peak Cyberpunk and shit. And while Cyberpunk might have been something like this before, like I'm missing some verticality here. But then on top of that, people always talk about, oh yeah, it's like late capitalism. But capitalism, I think, is based on a free market. And judging by the power all these corporations have, there is no free market. So it's more like post-capitalism. So immediately it sort of fills there. Wow. I'm just never gonna kill anyone, am I? It's just... I don't do any damage. Like, the thing is, I know that I could just like do some main missions and then do it, but it's an open world game, so if I want to go here, I want to go here. I'm gonna blow your mind right now, Krongs. Star Wars Episode 2 had better Cyberpunk than Cyberpunk. I'm gonna piss a whole lot of people off saying that, but it do be kinda true. People also be like, oh, then you should do a sneak. And I'm like, I don't want to sneak. Sneaking is fucking boring. Like, oh wait, I'm in combat still. Wow. No, I'm just gonna die here. It's not worth spending more. Like, it just seems like 2030, maybe. Right? That Cyberpunk is like, sure, neon lights. Sure, like, anti-Asian discrimination. They got that right. Did they just hit me through the fucking gun? Yes, yes it is, but not when it's me though. Also, I mean, I also said I like the gunplay, but I forgot that early on it's kind of not fun. Yes, Dexter, I wish you would shut the fuck up. Honestly. So if I recall correctly, right, what you are supposed to do is just get a revolver, stealth, put a silencer on it, pew pew pew, big funs. At least that's how I played most of the early games. I kind of wanted to do it differently now, but I guess not. Where is... Oh, there's the assault. Okay.
Oh, what should I do? I'll do anything, okay?
I'm fairly certain that I turned the fucking copyrighted music off, but here we are. Oh, yeah, driving. Yeah. And there is so much shit to talk about. It's kind of ridiculous. Driving isn't fun, nor is it intuitive. Now, I sure hope they've seen me. Oh yeah, this fucker's just gonna be under the car forever, right? He doesn't die, he's just under the car.
We got problems!
You sure do, buddy. You sure do. Like, literally, he is not dead. He is just stuck under the car. Why the fuck did those fuckers find me? I wouldn't be entirely surprised if that's true. I just need to change some weapons, because this is not all that. Okay, he's dead. And the car's gonna explode. Well. No more ammo. That's what I mean, right? It feels so... You feel so weak early now, I get that. But that doesn't mean that it's fun. Like, I put a whole couple of magazines into this fucker and he's still alive. Like, seriously? Oh, nice throw. Oh, yeah, well, before you make me pay, let me switch weapons again. That's the other thing about the early game. Oh, I can't even equip it yet. That's the other thing about the early game. Like, you're constantly switching weapons. Like, eventually you can upgrade, sure. Oh my god, I do... Oh, this can't be happening! Yes, that is completely true, and that's also what I predicted in my... video. Okay, lads. I wonder which are enemy AI and I wonder which one is civilian AI.
See you in hell.
And then you have all these YouTubers that are like, oh, I'm so immersed. And I'm like, I just put 2 magazines in a fucker and he had still half of its HP left. How are you, like, you review games professionally, well, semi-professionally. What did my streak thread even go? I don't even want to know. Oh yeah, wait, I have... Oh, yeah, I have my own car. Best way to, if you're ever planning on doing this game, to play that is to... is to just get the first mission over with, like the first big mission. I'm gonna not immediately go there, but the first real mission opens up like a motorbike, which is a lot nicer than this. Oh yes. I mean, it is spoilers ahead. No, but immersion is always used for RPGs, and I think that's dumb. Because I've played games that aren't RPGs that are also really fucking good at what they do and make me feel more connected with the world. So it's just like this weird thing people like to say without... Well, I mean, I'm not gonna pretend I know what it means. Or like, that I am the expert on immersion. But you know, any game can be immersive. Also, like this... Shut the fuck up, Jackie, I love you, but not now. I'm trying to explain something. Like, these questions are not that relevant or interesting. They could have, like, made some more interesting set pieces where all this... Where you go over all this when doing something instead of standing places and having sort of the context spewed at you.
Get this tech. You scheme yet? You got a plan?
Dutch.
So.
Let.
All right.
Also, I'm choosing to not do anything. Oh, I don't even. I have 0 ammo. Oh, that's gonna be cool. So, I'm choosing to
later then.
Fight them because I need the XP.
These Borg fuckers. Just had to be them.
They do look like
gang
Borg
like any other, right?
I'll take the Valentinos. They follow God and the Santa Madre.
Don't know you.
Want to talk to Royce? Dex sent us.
Main room. We've been waiting.
Have you now? Like, I have to go everywhere, press F constantly on everything. Oh, another of my gripes with the game. Shards.
Could use a few
I have
plans,
audio
though.
logs, otherwise I am not interested.
Oh yeah. They look damn well prepared.
Don't think I've ever seen security like this in a chow factory.
Gear from the Jack convoy. Gotta be. Must have been all over it like maggots on dead meat. You hear about their boss, Royce?
Dex mentioned him. Called him special.
Just minas, chica. The middle of town. These loons think there's a war going on?
Got a bad feeling creeping up my spine, Jack.
Yeah, well, these guys are a bit more than just naughty boys.
Oh yeah,
More
the naughty
minds?
boys.
Seriously. Get in the elevator. Fucking sheep.
Okay, so we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna... Oh, I'm... What? Are you fucking kidding me? Did you see that damage? Oh, I am so tired of this game. So, this was one thing I talked about in the hour-long review, is that I'm not sure if... what is it called? Blood and shotguns really work, because I haven't tried it, and they don't seem like the best option. Oh, but holy shit, like, do you see the damage I do not do? I feel like there's scaling and balance issues in this game, and I thought it was limited to some areas, not the main fucking story.
Stay cool. Just trying
Oh, what the fuck? Do you guys see like all the anti-aliasing just going wild? I'm sorry, I didn't know I was playing on half the resolution. The fuck is this? Like Cyberpunk 2077 is always a new experience. Like you never know, literally never know what you're gonna get because I haven't seen this before ever. So I don't know why they're proud of the PC version. Are you just a boss? Oh, well, no, you're down there. Is that why I couldn't kill him? Oh. Also, the audio is cutting out now? Okay. That's cool. Okay, so if I stand exactly in front of his face, I can kill him. Got it, got it. I should have invested into cold blood, not in this. Not very PG. Hey, that's sexist. Like you see? Oops. Hopefully this also addresses the issues we've been having. Like I understand shotguns shouldn't be super effective at longer ranges. Oh no, we're still oh my. You're fucking kidding me. I should have done that. I am super cool. What the fuck, Jackie? I just want XP.
Buckle up, let's do this!
Oh.
Move!
Entschuldigung. They are Borg looking fuckers, I'll give them that. Don't mind me, Jackie, I'm just looting the fuckers. Oh, I can slide and shoot yet. That's so annoying. Jesus Christ. Oh, 5 copper head away. Can I already wear that? Please tell me I can.
I'm empty! Need to reload!
Like, does this look like fun to you guys? Now, obviously, if you don't like the genre, it looks even less fun. But I'm not one of those people that's like, oh yeah, after 15 hours it'll be good. Because if it isn't good within those first 15 hours, I'm skipping. Hello, Nana, how are you doing?
Still in one piece, I think.
Come on, let's head up.
Didn't even level up. Yeah, new run. I just wanted to try Cold Blood and Annihilation combo. Like, it makes it look or play like Quake, but then my entire graphics glitch the fuck out and shotguns do 0 damage though. You know, that's cool.
Bet Royce is waiting for us. Heads up! They're here!
Oh, they're already here?
I'll deal with this cunt!
You do that, buddy. F dum dum.
Right, chicks! Big fucking mistake you made!
Yes, yes.
Flathead's gotta be around here somewhere.
Well, I thought it looked like pretty decent before. Not good enough, but now that everything is bugging the fuck out.
Find anything?
Nothing
but
yet.
I need all this stuff to make me money. I think it was here in the back. Yeah.
Flathead. Model MT0.
Yeah, so Happy fun times.
Let's see this bad boy.
Like, the more I play now that I know how to organize my thoughts
Love tinkering with new gear.
and know how to write,
Poetry.
the more I hate it.
Great piece of chrome. Feels like fucking Christmas morning.
Got the set. Bot and controller.
Then let's go.
Level up. Okay, I can finally invest in cold blood, but that was more so my own mistake. Fucking do it 2 at a time. Just so it levels up a little bit faster. Work points sharing.
Better.
I want that Quake goodness. Oh wait, whoops. I mean, to be fair, right? I have been doing videos mostly on games I do enjoy. And I might in the future, but I want to sort of... Like, games I enjoy, I don't stream as much because I don't feel like I have a lot to say. And like, the streaming I sort of want to do regularly is like politics, because I feel that's important. Like, maybe I'll do a stream like games that I play or have played every other, I don't know, every other Wednesday or something. No, we're not. We are not here, in fact. You cannot perceive us. It's no longer by visibility day, so you literally cannot perceive us. That's how this works. Actually make me realize how bad the games have been. Boy, I saw some reviews footage. Well, the issue is my game just fucking terminated itself. And that didn't do it any favors. Well, I now have the cold blood stack, right? That's how this works. No, I should open the door. Did they fix it, by the way? Like, if I close the door, can they still shoot me through it? Yeah, they can. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm still looting everything. Like, I need money. My goodness, you people are annoying. I'm having all the fun. Yeah, Krunks, I might actually do that at some point. I just wouldn't know which game. I don't really play a lot of games. Maybe I'll stream actually Star Wars Battlefront 2 co-op. I've been enjoying that a lot. If I find some people that want to play, I might stream that. What the fuck? I have to restart the game, don't I? To make it look normal again. Jesus fucking Christ. Can you just stay down? Thanks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot this was a thing. Oh, I hate this.
Come on, motherfucker.
What? Sure, can I just turn everything off? Function?
B, get a grip.
No, no, I don't think I want to. Can I save? Sorry, I had to give my girlfriend a kissy. That's important. I can save now, so it's a bit tough to then restart. Because I do kind of want to not do this again. But I'll restart the game so it looks normal again, because I think it's the anti-aliasing that's now going completely haywire. No way. That works. Oh, ruse? Like, you see how pixelated this shit is? Oh, wait, I have to use the code. Whoops. Use.
Focus!
Careful. I'm moving an inch away from this laser. I'm ground beef. It's linked to a mine.
So you're a brick, yeah?
I'm brick.
Royce did this.
Twisted fuck.
Yeah, I can't really like help him with this because I don't have enough stuff to save him.
You know who you're messing with?
I don't know, like level 7 is pretty high for technical ability to have already. Because technical ability is crafting and engineering. I haven't really met anyone who uses that. I have done a crafting myself. Because, you know, like crafting best in slot weapons is pretty cool. Making unlimited money also pretty cool. Getting kind of tired of these overheatings though. No. Jackie, I don't care. I think they've spotted us anyway, because that's how this AI works. My god. Wait, am I out of ammo for Soddies too? Oh god. I'm gonna enter the boss fight with no ammo. That's gonna be fun. Is it competitive? So this is another thing, right? Like, you need all the help you can get to win, essentially. So that also means that if you find a new gun, you have to check if you want to switch something out or not. It's not fun. I mean, you could do your Breath of the Wild. I enjoyed it. Exciting gameplay over here.
Why?
Well, because you stole the fucking bot and we need to get it. It's called being a plot device. Oh yeah, assault level up. So one fun thing about this level specifically was that when I did my hacking playthrough, you just like grab one camera and you kill everyone. It's hilarious. Well, it would be hilarious if it wasn't so lame. And it feels good for a time, right? Like, for a time you feel good, like you hack everything, you have a bunch of fun. And then it just isn't. The fucking overheating, I swear to god. Aren't these Borg fuckers, shouldn't they like take damage from this? Oh, now overheating. Like, you can also just see in the lower left corner how much fucking healing items I already have. Over encumbrance is one of the worst mechanics ever put into any game ever. I hate it. Because, like, I would like to sell all these. They are not worth a lot, but I don't have a lot of money anyway. So now we get into the interface, and since I mostly start with like green tier or white tier weapons, I start at the bottom. But then it jumps back. Also, I keep saying on Twitter mostly that like Cyberpunk 2077 was a bad investment. I think actually The Last of Us 2 was a worse investment.
Go! Almost got me!
Wait, what is hitting me? Oh yes, game wise. But this one is very close, but at least I got like a YouTube channel out of it, so that's pretty cool. Now the boss fight. Oh boy, how many nades do I have? Not enough probably, but we're gonna have to make do. You're over encumbered. Like, this is another thing. If you run through a base, right, you expect to pick up a lot of stuff. I think that's fine. Then you're over encumbered, which I don't like, but sort of get. And then you have a boss fight and you have to like, if you pick something up during it, you just have to go into your inventory and yeet shit out. Ooh, I saw a revolver there. So, revolver. I'm probably not gonna do a whole lot of damage, but you know. Nades. How many nades do I have? I have 15 nades. Okay, well, I'm gonna go for my old school tactic. Why are you running around like that? Yeah, Jackie, are you gonna do anything or is it like... that's lame. Oh wow, that's lame.
Come on, again! Again! Oh, you're gonna love it!
I am not loving shit. Oh, that's Jackie here. Oh wait, I remember now. Can I even wear that? Yes, I can. Okay. Why does this do 0 damage? The hell is this? Jesus Christ. To be fair, neither of us got this. I mean, he is almost dead. Can't I just like hop in? Sit down. Oh, that is a gun. Cool. Fuck you.
Let's get out of here.
Yes, let's do that. So, yeah, that was sort of this game. That's sort of the boss fight you can expect. Can I just like save now? Okay, game save, because I have to restart it, because you saw the obvious fucking like anti-aliasing issues. I swear I have never had these before. I haven't. It's just... it's so poorly optimized. Honestly. And had they... I think if they had just said, okay, guys, the game isn't like really done, but everyone has had a shit year, and you can pay half of it now, see if you like it, and then half of it when we think it's done to access the full game. I think that would have been a way better model than whatever the fuck they did now. But gaming, I think, is so caught up in its own like ego, especially the games industry, that they think they can just release this shit. And it isn't even fucking. So we're gonna go back to this for a bit. Shut Steam down. Thanks, Steam. Appreciate you. I think if they had just said, hey, it's early access now, because due to Corona or something, the game isn't how we want it to be, I think that would have been fine. Like, at least most of the gamers would have been fine with that, but they just don't. Ooh, that's some nice, like, black screen as well. Okay, anyway. Hopefully the game capture works. Very nice. Do I still have my other one? That's the question. Yes, I know I have spent way too much time. I could take another save, because honestly this is kind of boring. Like, just having to level up again. Because there isn't a lot of value to like any of the early choices that you make. There is no value to the conversations you have or the choices you make in those conversations. There isn't really anything. So this is my bonk build. I have made videos about this. It's still on my YouTube channel. If I swing, it go bonk.
Come on, I'll fucking let her go, man. Gonna remember your face, bitch.
I'ma fuck you up. No, I don't want to meet with prestige people. Go here. Do I even have... Can't call my car because I'm in the... I don't know. I can call my car, to be honest. But yeah, like, does this look... Like, they talk about the game looking epic. I feel like it's like Vaseline. 30. Entschuldigung? What? Let me check my graphic settings. Yeah, so everything is on. Psycho on, Psycho DOSS is quality. Yet they can't render the fucking Ferris wheel. Oh, can we go in here? Is that it? I have to be up there, don't I? Yeah, that's the Cyberpunk 20. I mean, but also, do you see the minimap? Because it says like it's down there, right? I couldn't get in there, so I'm assuming it's actually up here. Yes, you are hostile. I have bonk. The power of bonk be with me. If I recall correctly, heavy melee attacks heal me, so that's kind of cool.
Yes, papao!
Yeah, papao. Bye-bye. And this is also how the game can go, like depending on build. Bonk. I don't think you can, son. Because I don't date losers. Oh. Oh, are you the final boss? Is that it? Yeah. To be fair, I think I'm over encumbered because of course I am. I think I had the most fun actually just going bonk on people. I think that was the most hilarious shit. Not because it's balanced or anything or that it's like properly designed. It's just that it's intrinsically fun to go bonk. Especially with this big ass hammer. What else do I have? Yeah, auto rifles are a bit ridiculous. But it was, yeah, Sasquatch hammer. Very cool. Well, was that it? Like, did I clear them out? Also, at first, like, you have these hacker things, like these ones. At first I did them, but they don't scale with any level, so... At some point you need like 300k for a weapon and they give you 1.5k and it's just not worth your time. Like, I don't even really have... I have just... It's just their general direction.
Man down! Team's on the crawl!
Yes, men definitely down. Hey, where the fuck? Oh, they want me to walk back now. We are not about that. We go through. Because, like, Pacifica feels like the most unfinished part of the game. And a lot of people commented that. But especially with the minimap, it just feels so empty, so lifeless. Luckily, there's no police, though. Yeah, guys, don't mind me. I'm just trying to sell some shit. Sniper rifle. Yeah, so every time you want to sell like the bunches of shits that you got, I'm gonna keep that one. And like, cool, this is like a legendary pistol. I guess that's kind of nice. I should probably... Yeah, I should. Oh, who that? Z-Flow, thank you for the sub. I think you already subscribed, but it's nice that you can do it again. 217, but all of these... That's a big boy. Does do a lot of damage though. Yeah, fuck precision rifles. Oh yeah, my baseball bat is also kind of hilarious. But hammer is like it's not better, but just a hammer is kind of funny. No, I guess I don't want to sell it. Okay, let's see if I take the muzzle off. How much does it do? 190. Okay, so this is objectively better. This is here. Baseball bat. Also, by the way, this stream is gonna go like for 45 more minutes. And that's about it. Yep. Stores 10% stamina. Yeah, affected by stun, because there's something like 30% chance to apply stun and then you heal from them. Need to be level 18 though. Ooh, blood weapons. Nice. Okay, frenzy. Sounds good. Sounds fun. Baseball bat time. Who is shooting? Also, is my shadow? Yeah, look at this shadow. Look at how wooden this fucking shadow is. I don't even have hair in this. Like, look at this shadow. I understand it's not important. F. I see you, you son of a bitch. Yeah, and that's how you knock a bunch of people out real fast. I like it. I think actually melee with cold blood would be good, but I don't think we have the time nor energy to do anything about it. Also, honestly, in this game, you're just a police lapdog. That's it. Like, it's fucking hysterical to me, but you're just a fucking police lapdog, and that's it. I think that's one of the most funny decisions they could have made in a Cyberpunk game. Anyway, I got the Akira bike. Come. Yes, they will continue driving if you don't stop them in time. Like, it looks so blurry. Why is that? Did they have to do that to keep any frame rate? I mean, what am I at now? Like 47. Very fucking cool. Yes, yes. Yes, so literally the police says, go fuck these people up. Even though you have more in common with these people than... Oh.
Anton Kohler, no leader among scavengers, believed to be present and wanted on 4 counts of first-degree murder. Night City authorities have promised a reward for neutralizing Kohler and his allies.
Oh yeah, they trip over each other's body. I think that is kind of funny. Like, honestly, so my street cred goes up when I take out enemies that the police wants me to take out. How does that make my street cred go up exactly? How does that work? Like, you're essentially a snitch? Oh, they do have cool cars though. Do they have the Xion? This is a Xion, isn't it? No, I don't think so, never mind. Nomad cars are the best cars in the game though. Oh, which reminds me, did I do the Pan Am mission here? Because then I can pick up... Not sure if I did. It's like the fastest car you can just find at night at a certain place where you've been before for a mission. It's kind of ridiculous. It's funny, but it's kind of ridiculous. Yes, let's go there. Oh, more police laptop work, kids. Let's go. Hello. Yeah, you people aren't really quick. Okay. Well, we had fun together. But you know what I mean? Like, it's so weird that you're like a police lapdog and you just McFucking help them, even though they really aren't your friends any time in the game. There is so much fundamentally wrong with this game. I'm honestly not sure if they can fix it all. Like, this game must have been some, like, they say spaghetti code. This is like if you had like 20 people spaghetti, and that's then the code. Like, I just can't really put it into any better perspective, because you've seen the amount of bugs, glitches and other shit in this game. Imagine if you play it for like 120 hours, which is what I did.
How dare you abide!
How dare I abide by what? Oh, he's fast. He's a fast one. You're stunned, man. Maybe you wish.
Shit, that cocksucking fuck!
It's also like they didn't really know any insults other than anything related to genitals. So. You chill, bro. You're doing good. Sure. I don't know, guys. I might actually just like stop in 10 minutes, because I've said a lot of the things that I want to say. And there isn't a whole lot more to say than the TLDR, which is do not buy this game. Do not give CDPR any credit, and definitely do not believe any of the bullshit they're posting on Twitter. Like, their social media was based on not a real harassment campaign, but they're just playing on the edginess by being transphobic and just in general like the gamers TM, which is it's bullshit. It's not funny. It's mostly cringe actually, and it doesn't help your game. And then especially when you put out shit like, oh wait, the fucking I'm gonna get fucking copyright striked again. Especially if you put something like, the entire game is going to be a meme. First of all, haha, funny jokes, and then also, haha, okay, but it is though, like, it is barely being held together. I've seen a lot of people that just don't dare critique it for some reason. It really pisses me off. People I look up to are just like, well, actually, it's not. It's not good Cyberpunk. It's not a good shooter. It's not a good RPG. Which is like, one dude never knows best. I don't know why they compared it to The Witcher 3, but fundamentally you cannot do that, for these are very different games. And if you're gonna count an RPG by counting how many skill points you can spend, that's kind of delusional and misses the point. That's not what makes an RPG an RPG. It's one of the things that are in an RPG. But that doesn't make it an RPG necessarily, and especially not the amount. Like, what are we testing? Like, bigger dick contest? I feel like these YouTubers actually are just like, oh, we are YouTubers and we know a lot, so we have to go against like the general like feelings about this game, because we are we have to be like counterculture to like the aggressive mobs of anti-gaming. Oh god, this is the, no, I don't want to go here. This is Delamain mission, fuck that. It wasn't the Delamain mission, it was it's the communist, the dead communist. Yeah, there's just so many YouTubers that dare to put out, or not so many, to be fair. I've seen 3. It feels like a lot because these are the only people that put out a think piece on it. They're just trying to defend it for no reason. Like, it wasn't a fun game, it's not that good, and these people are still trying to push that narrative. I don't know why, they got nothing to lose. Like, it would be good if like people that are used to the genre and know what to dissect when would actually use that. Well, I think liking the game is one thing, right? Well, no, I don't like the game, but just like praising it for what it does. It doesn't do anything well. And I'm just sad that these people I look up to and the people that inspired me to do like reviews are just gonna fucking praise it without acknowledging like the core issues. And even the things they praise are all immediately convoluted as soon as they start comparing it to other stuff. Because frankly, we haven't seen something like this before, you know? Like something so bad. I'm just gonna drive to an undisclosed location and just bury this car, I think. But it's so sad to see these people try so hard to make it out as if actually, oh no, we are the smart YouTubers. We know best. Yes, we have done this for many hours. It's just not. I don't know who you're trying to kid. Probably just the CDPR fans. So they get more views. And that's cool, but your integrity is completely lost on me. Like Skill Up just started with, it's so immersive, and I clicked that video off. Never Knows Best I did watch through, but like people in the comments were already pointing out the strawman arguments he was making, which I found hilarious because yes, most of them actually were strawman arguments. So this is the undisclosed location. Okay. Oh, do you see them polygons though? Damn, look at them. And also basically Jacob I just turned off after a while because he started going on about how it's real cyberpunk. And I'm sorry, but cyberpunk to me is the sky-high skyscrapers, not like the German 3 feet tall fucking flats. Right, who the fuck were you again? Oh, that one, yeah, so you have to fuck over some people. But I would find it really cool if people that talk about games would actually just call out the bullshit of the market and not fully go in with it. Wait. Or fully support it. It's so sad to see. It made me so sad. Oh wait, isn't this the starting area of like the Nomad or something? I'm not sure. I'm just doing fuck all now because I'm just tired and I just want to turn the game off. There is just not really any, like if had any devs come forward and said, yeah, you know, we fucked up tremendously, we're gonna do our best, that's fine, but that doesn't redeem the game because devs have been crunched to death, which is another thing that people just don't talk about anymore, because why would you? Like, I do take that into consideration for reviews. I do take that into consideration because I think it's important to talk about, because, well, like, otherwise no one else would except for Jim Sterling. Thank God for Jim Sterling. But yeah, that's just kind of it. It's just a sad, just barely hanging on by its threads kind of game with information dumps. Kind of okay combat, I guess. Like, the bonking part is kind of haha funny for a while, but then that needs to become your main playstyle, and that's kind of boring. The characters are fun, but they also information dump a lot, which I find incredibly tedious. That's why I usually don't play RPG. The UI UX isn't good. The NPC AI is fucking ridiculous. The game honestly doesn't look all that amazing. Like, it looks good, sure, but it's not this amazing thing that people thought it would be. Now that's, again, that's also fine. Like, I'm not reviewing it because I think it should be hyped up. I'm reviewing it despite what people and even the marketing is saying, because they're marketing. Like, I do marketing. I know what that's like. But even if you take all that away, I would have given it, I think, a 4 out of 10. Maybe even a 3 out of 10. It just isn't a good game. It isn't fun. Oh, yeah, no. Oh my god. You got... Seriously? I can drive for 5 fucking minutes without things just fucking despawning. I'm tired of this game, so I'm gonna stop the stream now because I'm sick and fucking tired of playing it. And everyone, or not everyone, but a lot of people defending it. It's not a good game. Don't play it, don't buy it, wait 2 years, maybe it's good. Might actually not be good. It might not be like the Borderlands 3 revival. Maybe it just stays shit forever, but just like whatever the fuck is now in front of me, it's mostly a lot of empty. Thank you guys for watching.